One show, two show, red show, blue show. This is the day show. Welcome to our show, this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One show, two show, Drew show, Bo show.
Faux show.
Bo show!
Yes. Woo!
Welcome to This Is the Day.
Yes.
This is the day.
This is the day. We wanted to give you kind of a Dr. Seussian opening. Just give you kind of a, get you in that kind of mood.
Dr. Seussian.
Dr. Seussian.
Yeah.
You called him by his actual birth name one time, didn't
Theodore Geisel.
you? Theodore Geisel.
I believe I pronounced that correctly.
I think it's correct.
Theodore.
Yeah.
Theodore Geisel. That's right.
Never got his doctorate.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not sure that he did.
We don't want to sling mud, but
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
more colloquial. I didn't know you could just like, hey, I'm Dr. Drew. It's like, well,
Dr. Pepper? Is that
I
real
know,
doctor?
right? You can't be throwing around the doctor.
Dr. Scholes? Like,
Are
is
these-
that even necessary? Do we need a doctor to say like, hey, this will make your feet a little more comfy, a little extra padding?
If I wear it and it does, I'll trust you. I don't need.
I mean, Mr. Scholes
Would have been fine.
might have been fine. Mrs. Scholes. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't need you to be like a podiatrist.
Yeah, you don't have to have a degree in podiatry to know that like a little extra padding in your shoes might make that more comfortable.
That's right. Certain feet or certain, widths, and that determines what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay.
All right, good. Well, welcome,
So this is the day.
This is
with
the
me,
day.
Bo Chancey, and you,
Dr. Drew Crisp.
Dr. Drew. There is a Dr.
There is a
Drew.
Dr. Drew.
Yeah,
I know. He took it. Dr. Crisp. That doesn't sound legit at all.
Sounds like a new breakfast cereal.
Dr.
Dr.
Crisp.
Crisp.
Four out of 5 doctors recommend you have a healthy bowl of Dr. Crisp in the morning.
It's basically just bran flakes, but man, it does the body good.
Does the body good.
All right.
All right.
Well, we are so glad that you would join us today on This Is the Day. Do us a favor. Go ahead and share the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share the show.
We're going to share some love, some fun, some good times.
That's right.
So we're going to share that with you. If you could share the show, that'd be great.
It'd be good. Just click and a share.
Yeah, it's easy as that. Could change somebody's life. This is the day. It may not be the day you wanted or the day you would have drawn up, but it's the day you got. So let's
right.
have a day.
Let's have a day.
Have a day. All right. Speaking of having a day, we talk a lot about fam to doings. Like, what are you guys up to? How are you getting out there and living? Mm-hmm. Interesting times. And how are you getting out there and living life? We're not focused on all the things we can't do, but rather saying, all right, what can we do?
That's right.
What are the opportunities there? And so if you have some pictures or videos of things you've been up to, we'd love to see those and share those on This Is the Day. You can send them to thisistheday@manchesterchristian.com.
That's right. And been some beautiful weather recently.
Beautiful, like unseasonably warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, special.
So I know people are to-doing out there.
They're to doing.
So send us in your to-doings.
That unseasonably warm weather, don't be deceived.
Okay.
Okay, I know this
Okay.
is your first
Right.
fall in New England, and you're thinking, these Novembers are magical.
This is great.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's coming.
it's gonna be a doozy.
Gonna be. That's what they're saying, right? That
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Last year, very mild.
Yeah.
So I bet it's
Okay.
a doozy. My first winter here this will be my 11th winter. And the first one I was here, I just, around November, I started like mocking the weather
Okay.
quite a bit publicly.
Okay.
And people were very alarmed by this,
Okay.
which I found to be extremely comical because I have no control over the weather. You know, it's like when you travel somewhere, they're like, well, did you bring this lovely weather with you? Or did you bring the rain in? Like, I don't have any control
I didn't have room in the carry-on
over
for weather.
meteorological events. Nothing.
I can't control that.
Nothing. I'm here. I can bring my sunny disposition, but that's about it. And so I got a kick out of it. So every week I would mock it, And we started having these blizzards. Like, it started snowing the day after Christmas.
Oh boy.
And I don't think it stopped until mid-April. And it's not really even an exaggeration. I mean, I was wanting a white Christmas, no white Christmas, so I just started bagging on it. And I was talking about, people were like, still, people will remember this. They were going, whoa, hey, stop. No, please don't.
No.
And so it started snowing. I'm like, is this all you got? Is this it?
Oh, no.
What is that? And I didn't stop.
Okay.
And it snowed and snowed. They were trucking snow out Like in the neighborhood that we lived in at the time, there was nowhere left to put it. My driveway on either side, it was at least 4 or 5 feet over my head from where, but there was nowhere left to even put snow.
Oh,
they
boy.
were having to truck it out of the city. They were dumping it places. And I remember people saying, still, they were going, well, this is nothing. I was
This
getting
is
a little alarmed because I was like, what do you mean, like, this is nothing? Because I was still mocking it a little bit, but I'm like, what do you mean this is nothing? They're like, oh, yeah. And they'd always go like, you know, the blizzard of whatever it is, 80, 78, 82, what is it? You know, I don't know, there was one of those. Like, that was, you know, and, you know, this was, you know, when I was a kid, you know, all this stuff. And everybody swore that it was nothing.
Okay.
This is nothing. It ended up being the largest snowfall on record.
It was something.
It was something. It was a wreck. I was like, this is the most you've ever had. And it's been, anyway, it's coming.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think I'm ready.
You're not ready.
Okay, I'm not ready.
You can enjoy it.
You can. I think I can do it.
But for now, we got some unseasonably warm weather, so
love
get
it.
out there and have some to-doings.
Yeah. And when you have those to-doings, send us in.
Yeah.
We want to see it.
So, you know, because if not, we're going to have to keep seeing pictures of John Glennon.
I'm not opposed.
Yeah, we love John.
John.
John is out there just getting after life.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
So he sent us in. John's a faithful part of the This Is the Day fam.
It's true.
And he sent us in some to-doings. We
Yes.
got a photo of here
Yep.
with him and his daughter. It's her birthday, correct?
Yep, his daughter's birthday, Marianne. So this is them together. And so there they are, and looks like they're having a good time.
Well, happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Marianne.
Marianne.
That's right. And, you know, I think, you know, because the picture is in the past, like, if we sing happy birthday, will it still stick? Like, no,
I don't think it works that
it
way.
doesn't work that way. You can't post.
You can't do a retroactive birthday song.
Right.
Yeah, it's
There
gotta
has
be
to.
in the moment.
There should be like a belated birthday song.
We could write one, maybe.
Yeah, we should write the belated birthday song and hope that it becomes as standard as happy birthday.
Right, to where it can't be used in anything.
Anything.
Because we hold the copyright.
We hold the right.
Yeah, we got the rights to that, and we deny people
No.
access.
No, you need to do a better job about being on time with your birthdays. You don't get our song.
Yep. You can't use it.
You can't use
You
it.
can't use it.
Happy belated birthday, Marianne.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's good.
All right. So speaking of to-doings, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
what'd you do last night?
Okay, so a couple months back, the MCC students had a movie night here, and they watched the film Holes. This is where, you know, the boys met Grindelwald. You remember
Griswold,
this?
yeah.
Yeah, Griswold. They called him Grindelwald. Well,
So they did an outdoor movie night, and
Outdoor
and the
movie
movie
night.
was Holes.
the movie's Holes.
Shia.
Shia LaBeouf, right?
LaBeouf,
And the boys, what happened was it was too light outside when they started the movie, so it was hard to see the screen. The boys, by the sound of the movie, got interested, and so they were like, "Could we watch that again?" So we watched it back again, so that we could see it visually to understand the story.
Like John Voight?
John Voight.
Susan Sarandon?
No, it's
what's her name?
Oh man. Oh, what you had aliens. What's her name?
Sigourney Weaver?
Sigourney Weaver. Ghostbusters. Yeah. So Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Boys loved it. There's got a lot of like flashbacks and
That's
it's
fun.
a fun time. So we watched that. It was fried rice night. Ate some fried rice, and I do have an update for you, Bo.
Okay.
The Crisp family have decided we're going to press pause on the purchasing of a house.
Understood.
Given this season.
Yes.
And so we did find we have to move it to another rental.
Okay.
And so we're
But
preparing.
you found a place.
We found a place.
Okay.
Preparing for that move.
Okay.
That's kind of all time now. If we're not watching Holes or eating rice,
Getting ready to move.
we're getting ready to move.
Is that happening like within weeks or months?
I think within the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're out.
Yeah, we're out.
Okay.
When we move, we move quick.
You move fast, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's
Sweet.
that.
Packing up.
Packing up.
Okay.
It's within town, and our last move, we purchased a lot of totes. Put a lot of money into some totes.
Kept the totes.
Kept the totes.
Okay.
So it just goes in the tote. Move the tote. That's it. That's the plan. So yeah, that's pretty much the to-doings, crisp to-doings.
Do you need help moving?
I mean,
I'm not available
I
at
know.
all. But the fam.
No, it's gonna
could be a
okay.
family affair, you know.
No.
John Glennon's back, I think.
The thing is, would people help you move? I mean, you're obligated. You're
we were
obligated
in
to help.
at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
they're all
help.
up in your business too. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Oh.
well, yeah, all right.
Do you need this many decorative towels? Yeah. So no, let's
You
get.
ever showed up to help somebody move and they didn't pack anything?
Absolutely, I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, if you just grab the paper, put the plates, and oh man,
Man, I thought we were just
thought we
loading
were-
up the truck.
no,
Nope. It's a 3-day affair.
stuff's still on the walls. Been there,
Yeah.
been there.
Okay.
But so, Bo.
Yes, sir.
I gotta know,
What?
what'd you do last night?
I don't talk about it.
Don't want to talk about it.
Absolutely not. Nothing to say, nothing to share. I don't. But I am excited to talk about that verse of the day. YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day. So here's the deal. Woke up extra early this morning. This
Okay.
whole like time change thing is still like totally messing with me. Like I'm up so early. And so I just got up and was praying. And while I was praying, I was chewing on this verse, Hebrews 11:1. And the reason is because I memorized it is in an older version of the NIV, which says, "Now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we cannot see." So sure and hope, sure and certain. So I've been talking about that verse recently, just in regards to faith. That with faith, there's not this ambiguity. Like sure and certain are pretty strong terms.
Right.
You know, I know we use them in a relative sense, like, you know, like how sure are you? Well, I'm pretty sure. Well, then that's not sure.
Right.
How certain are you? Well, I'm like 75% certain. You know, okay, well then that's not really certain. Sure.
Right.
You know, and I was just thinking about faith in terms of, well, what if we stuck to with our faith the things that we really are sure and certain about? Because the greatest enemy of faith is misplaced hope. So being sure and certain of what we hope for, right? And so if we put our hope in things that God didn't promise, like I hope that I get, you know, rich or win the lottery. It's not. It's a really shaky hope. And God didn't promise it. He probably didn't even want it for you. Probably be terrible for you. And you know, so it's not a good hope. And so we have all these misplaced hopes that destroy our faith. So anyway, I was praying through that and wrestling with it because I was like, but I know that the newer translation of the NIV had changed it a little bit. And I was like, well, what is it? I'm like, I'll have to look that up later today. I want to read it again because I was chewing on it. Verse of the day.
Verse of the day?
It is the verse of the day.
Stop it. Okay.
That's when I had finished praying through the armor of God and everything. I was praying through the shield of faith, to take that up. And I was like, all right. And I want that being sure and certain. But I was like, what does Hebrews 11:1 say? Like, because I've enjoyed, those changes and just thinking about scripture in different ways. And I was like, I'll have to look that up. But I'm going to do the verse of the day first and read through that. And I opened it up, and there it was, Hebrews 11:1, verse of the day.
What?
And I just chuckled. I said, no kidding.
Okay.
I just laughed. I was like, there it is. All right, we're going to do it that way. So Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. So, just to be clear, like, the translators, and by the way, teams of scholars, very confident in the translations, the English translations. They're amazing, and so thankful for all the work that goes into that. So I'm definitely in no way, shape, or form I'm going, well, this is a poor translation. That just drives me nuts. Like, no, the translations are really good, and teams of scholars have invested their lives into taking the, in this case, the Greek, and translating it into English, that we would understand. It's I am very confident in that God is working through that process, and I have faith that God is working through the writing and the preparation and the presentation and even the translation of the scriptures. And that He's speaking to us. So anyway, just to be clear on that. But so I was reading that and I was like, okay, sweet. I like that it says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. But I've talked a lot. What jumps out to you?
Well, I don't use the word assurance much, confidence and assurance. So I'm trying to think through like a mental picture of what assurance would mean, you know? How would you define assurance?
To be assured.
Assured.
Because I was thinking about that, like and assurance, like to be assured. Assurance is not something that I go out and get, but it's something that's really given. I'm assured.
Okay.
Like there's evidence and there is support.
Okay.
And there is like this confidence and assurance. Like I'm confident in what in how God is assuring me.
Okay.
So you would assure your boys that
yeah.
Something is safe or appropriate or
right.
good.
Right. That if maybe they found some type of odd demarcation on their skin, that it wasn't some kind of scary illness, that it's just, this happens in our epidermis. We get these little blotches and then they go away. So it's okay. I would assure them of that because it's happened to me. And
I felt really randomly specific. Like, okay. Are you pulling on from some recent experiences, or?
I can neither confirm nor deny that, but yes, specificity was clear there. Yeah, that was absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can assure someone of something.
So we have confidence in what we hope for.
Yeah.
And if like just think about the words that we use. I hope this, and I hope that, and I hope. Well, if it's not something that God's promised or planned, then it's probably pretty shaky.
Yeah.
And it's not faith. Faith is I want to have confidence in it. Like, what is it? So that causes me to go, okay, well, God, what did you actually promise? I don't have any faith that I'm not going to die. Right? But because I will, like, or Jesus will come back. But all signs point to death at this point.
Yeah.
But either way, like that's going to happen at some point. So, but my confidence and being sure is in the hope that I have that in Him that there is an everlasting life and an eternal kingdom that I'm part of.
Yeah, that's it.
And I don't always see that because our vision's limited.
That's right.
By what we see.
Yeah.
But I have assurance about that. I thought about the song "Blessed Assurance." That's a hymn. I hear my mom singing it.
Okay.
She would sit at the piano and play that, and sing "Blessed Assurance." It is a blessing.
It is.
To be sure.
That's good.
Verse of the day.
Yeah. What we do not see, and it's hard sometimes because what we do see almost eclipses the kingdom that we can't see.
Yeah.
And so then it's good that we can be assured that God's kingdom is living and active and it's around us at all times. Yeah.
And lots of evidence towards
Lots
it.
of evidence.
But it's not always visual evidence.
That's right. That's right.
Pretty cool.
That's good.
Love that. So I was really jazzed. I was giggling when I opened the YouVersion Bible app and saw what the verse of the day was. I was like, that's great.
Okay.
Kind of just made me laugh. One of those little, like, oh, cool. That was really neat. Thank you, Lord. All right. Also really neat and always fun. It's Tuesday, so we've got an episode of Bruce's Barn.
We have an episode of Bruce's Barn.
Right here.
Oh, my word.
Bruce's Barn, Bruce's Barn. What are you sharing today? Bruce's Barn, show me what you got.
Welcome to Bruce's Barn. Today we go underwater. So the world is an amazing place. God has created wonders in the oceans and in the sky and all around us. Some of us would like to see a little bit more of this world. It's been said that we know more about outer space than we do about the depths of our oceans, and we're not going real deep in the ocean, but I wanted to do a little diving, and so I invented a machine with some parts laying around the barn here, and not that I actually invented it, but I actually put this particular version together out of some parts laying around. It's called a hookah. This is not a smoking hookah. This is a diving hookah. And it's made with an old fire extinguisher underneath for a safety chamber for air. It's powered with leftover batteries from my son's Prius electric car, and it has an oilless compressor filter so you don't receive any dangerous fumes, a special type of hose made especially for underwater diving, and thankfully one of our staff members is a certified diver, Jason Rose, has actually used this underwater, and he says it works well. So we're thrilled to be able to explore God's world both above and below the water. So thanks for visiting Bruce's Barn.
Bruce's Barn. Bruce's Barn. Show me what you got.
The dude's on a whole other level. Like
What's going on? A diving hookah.
he made it,
He made it.
and it's been used.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I was at that location where they went diving, opens up his Explorer, and he's got all kinds of stuff back there. What's happening?
You know,
What's going on?
yeah. At first, when I saw the apparatus, I thought it was the flux capacitor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was pretty sure. I was like,
Yeah,
there's a DeLorean somewhere in that barn.
yeah. And that's why when you see Bruce and he tells you about things from the past, it's not because like he knows a lot about the past. He was just there.
Right.
I mean, that was like yesterday, and that's why he's like, you could never believe, I was in Versailles, and he just tells you this whole story, and you're like, whoa, okay. He's
Yeah.
got real-time
Experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know where he's coming up with all the plutonium.
We find that out. We're on to something.
We're on to something.
Yep.
All right. So, I got this closet,
That's right.
and there's a calendar. It's in there, page a day, gets to come out, the closet calendar, per the Seuss decree. Today it's, I don't know, maybe it'll resonate with you. It says, I wish I were a little kid so I could take a long nap and everyone would just be proud of me. Is this for you? I wish I were a little kid so I could take a long nap and everyone would just be proud of me.
That's right. That's right. You remember? It's not too long ago for you. You remember kids that come out and the hair is a mess, and you're like, buddy, what a long nap.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you don't want to take a nap.
That's right.
So if I was a kid, I wouldn't want to take a nap.
Yeah.
At all.
That's right. And that's why parents are so proud. Well, what is interpreted as pride, most of it is just excitement that they got a long break, Look at that, buddy. You really were unconscious for a lot longer than I expected. Yay. That's what's going on.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You need a nap.
Yep. I had an idea for a business idea.
Okay.
Okay. It was called Sleep a Kid.
Sleep a kid.
Sleep a Kid. And basically, you bring your kid, to what looks like a mattress firm or something, and they've got this like, when you've got the drawers you pull out for the carcass. Yeah, you understand?
Like in the morgue.
Yeah, in the morgue or whatever. And that way it's for more efficiency, where space is limited. And you put the kid and you give him a very safe sedative, and you pull him back in.
You need to stop.
And
This is not okay.
All right, no, I'm kidding. Sleep a Kid.
No.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Not okay.
Not okay.
No, sir.
Not okay.
No.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
Naps are a good thing when they're natural.
Well,
Natural naps.
Naps are important.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a nap.
You nap.
Yeah.
You gotta have a nap.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
when you tell a kid you need a nap, no, I don't.
It is true.
Yeah.
And you want to go, as adults, you're like, man, I would kill for this right now. I'd kill for a good old nap.
I don't like to nap.
You're not a napper?
I'm not a napper.
Okay.
I mean, it happens, but I don't feel good when I wake up.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
There's a time on those. You can't
I don't know what it is. I'm
Yeah.
just not a big,
go too long or it's,
not a nap fan.
yeah.
All right.
It's got to be timed just right.
I guess so. But then in my kitchen, there's another calendar that gives us it's on the fridge, gives
Yep.
us a national day to celebrate. And so following the kid theme,
Okay.
it's National Young Readers Day.
National Young Readers
That's
Day.
right.
Okay.
So I feel like you gave us a little preview of that with,
little preview going on.
when we kicked off the show, the little Seussian
Seussian vibes. Yes.
that you came in there. So
Yeah.
National Young Readers Day.
That's right.
You got a couple of young readers.
I got a couple young readers.
Do they read?
They do read. Yeah. All kinds of. I mean, we've been. There's a certain standard. There's a certain books that kind of seem to make their way into every young reader's.
Like what?
You've got. I mean, obviously you've got the Dr. Seuss, but you've got things like. The Bernstein Bears have been around a long time. These series,
Mm-hmm.
And we do Elmer. Have you ever read Elmer?
I didn't read Elmer.
Okay. I love a good Elmer.
I
But
know the younger ones, yeah.
Roald Dahl is,
sure.
I mean, if you move more into kind of, see, like, I don't know what we think about young readers. Like,
Well, that is no.
are we
yeah,
preschool or are we moving into?
Well, let's talk him.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite of his works?
I think Charlie and the Chocolate Factory would be my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
When Liza was about 5, I bought like a first edition Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and we read that together.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great memory. I enjoyed doing
James
it.
and Giant Peach is good. BFG is good.
Yeah, a lot of good work.
Got a lot of good ones.
Yeah. I read an article about him one time about his writing process. He had like a writing shed.
Yeah, a little shit.
I was like, I kind of.
You need a shed.
I gotta be honest. I was like, I think I could do some writing in a shed. Like, just the way he had it set up. Like it was
Yeah. It was tiny, right?
Oh, a little shed, but just it was like I had like a little fireplace, like a stove in it. I'm going, man. I think if I had a shed, I don't know the writing would be any better, but
Right.
I'd definitely be out there typing away.
Let's get Bo a shed, folks. Let's get Bo a
writing shed.
A writing
It
shed.
was really appealing to me. Like this whole setup was really, really appealing. I was
Because he
like,
had like this like pad, like this thing that he would just like put on his lap as he sat in like a chair.
it was really.
It's just-
it was a great setup. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
I'd want a little desk.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy though. Yeah. Even just a countertop.
Yep.
No.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was thinking, I wasn't exactly sure how we would celebrate National Young Readers Day.
Yeah.
But I thought it'd be fun to know, like, sometimes we get a crisp high five
Yeah.
from you.
Yep.
So Drew Crisp, and you can give us your top 5. I was wondering if you were to do a series of children's books.
Yeah.
And they could be about anything,
Yeah.
really, but what would your top 5
Okay.
titles be,
Okay.
I don't know if maybe you and me might be in at least one of them. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be a character, but
Absolutely. So I would think the first one, and this is, something that I think could really take off. It's called Boot Camp.
boot camp.
Yep.
Yeah,
And what it is it's all these different boots go to camp together.
it's great.
And you've
I'm
got,
with you. Yep.
and you've got the combat boot, and he's kind of the camp counselor.
Oh, I thought he'd be like cantankerous.
Well, he
No,
is-
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is
you're-
very
he-
cantankerous.
he's like
bit of
the
a drill
sergeant.
sergeant,
Yeah,
but they
gotcha,
know
yeah.
he loves them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you've got,
Cowboy boot. He's got
Cowboy
it.
boot, yeah.
Texas, yeah. So, yeah.
but then you've got, the fancy designer boot,
Mm-hmm.
who's like, I've never been camping before,
This is really good.
Yeah.
I think we could do this.
We could
or
do
you
this.
could do this.
No, I think we could do this.
I love your idea.
Yep. Okay, so the next one, I think does need to star Bo and Drew.
Okay.
Okay, but it's young Bo and Drew.
Yeah.
Young Bo and Drew, and they're just cascading around the country in a train. They're in a train.
Yep.
And they actually sleep in the train, and it's called Boxcar Bo and Drew. And it's very similar to the Boxcar Children, and we're hoping people don't see that similarity and shut us down.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't want that.
Yep. The next one is going to be from the perspective of landscaping equipment.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like mowers,
Yep.
and they're all a part of the same landscaping crew. But at night, they have fun kind of talking about different designs of yard work they wish they could do.
Sure.
Yep. And the next one is going to be set, Bo, I think it's got to be set at a like a carpet factory, and there are rolls of carpet that at night they create these great, huge, origami carpet structures. And it's always fun to kind of figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And my last one.
Last one.
My last book, okay? It's just called Church.
Church. Okay.
Okay. And the Church series, it's all the things you would find in the church. I love inanimate objects, by the way, when they come to life.
Okay.
You're seeing a theme here.
Yeah.
And so in this, there's all types of, there's church chairs, and there are different things in the students' rooms and the kids' rooms, and they come to life, and they talk about the things that they don't know exactly what's been taught in the walls of the church, so they're learning a little bit more about what it means to be a church. And I don't think we're it. I think it has something to do with what the people do when they go out from here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Can I pitch one?
Please.
I just have one pitch.
Yeah.
It's a detective series.
Love it.
Okay. Named Chancy Drew. Chancy Drew solves all kinds of mysteries
Yes.
that need to be solved.
Yes.
And yeah, like the case of the missing car keys.
Very, very attainable mystery.
Yeah. Things like where'd I park my car?
Do you remember where you parked it last?
Well, it was somewhere on this side.
Okay.
Okay,
we're on it. Chancy Drew.
Chancy Drew.
I like it.
Okay.
I think that works out.
All right, National Young Readers Day.
Okay.
Maybe revisit your favorite kid book.
That's right.
Be a lot of fun.
Maybe you haven't visited the Babysitters Club in a while. Visit the Babysitters Club.
Oh,
Yeah.
lots of great stuff out there.
Goosebumps. They still hold up.
Yeah,
R.L. Stein.
great stuff.
Absolutely.
All right. So it's also Tuesday.
That's right.
So Monday is some motivation,
Yep.
and on Tuesday
Everybody getting tips.
we're getting tips.
Okay.
We got some tips for
We're
us.
moving into November, Bo.
Okay.
Okay. Which means there's a great holiday at the end of this month, Thanksgiving.
Love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we have some tips here today to survive Thanksgiving. We got to start thinking about this. So this first one,
We're just surviving.
we're
now.
surviving it
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Hashtag survival guide to Thanksgiving. Establish dominance by keeping all the dishes that are passed to you.
You just like
Yep, that's how you
maintain a perimeter.
maintain a perimeter. That's how you establish your dominance.
Okay.
Okay. Next tip.
Easier. If you just control the gravy boat, you control the dinner.
That is absolutely true.
It's simpler.
It's
It's easier to, you spread your forces too thin, you could lose. Yeah.
I'm the gravy captain now.
Yeah.
Yep. I love it. Okay.
Put a
next.
little pirate flag in the gravy boat.
Call your dad now and ask him what the Wi-Fi password is, so he has time to find the little paper it's written on before Thanksgiving.
Smart.
That's a good move right there. You gotta think ahead. Next one. If you want my kids to actually act thankful on Thanksgiving, serve Kraft mac and cheese, goldfish, and apple juice. So that's someone who's saying, that's from Sweatpants Share. That's what she's saying is best served at her Thanksgiving meal. Okay, next one. College students.
I gotta be honest, Sweatpants Share, I don't care if your kids are thankful. I really don't. Either eat the turkey
or
get
whatever.
out.
Get out. I don't care.
I don't really care.
College students showing up to Thanksgiving dinner next week, like, that's not a bad idea.
Well, bring your own Tupperware?
Bring your own Tupperware. Absolutely. That's a great move.
Okay.
That's a pro move. Next one. Sir, if you are not wearing stretchy pants, you are doing Thanksgiving all wrong.
Facts.
That's a big tip right there. Wear those pants. And anymore, everything's flex.
They put the stretch in the pants.
They put the stretch right in the pants. They know us.
Yeah.
They know us.
I just think there may be somebody out there like, what do you mean stretchy pants? What? They're stretching the pants. This could change your whole life. Buy a new pair of pants.
Well, if you don't know about stretch, because even the jeans have the stretch in them.
Yeah, they put a little spandex in the denim.
Yes, please look that up.
Yeah.
So, those are some tips
Okay.
for surviving Thanksgiving.
Good tips.
Good tips.
It's coming. You gotta get ready.
You gotta get ready.
You gotta get ready.
Yep. You-
Sweatpants Share. I'm not serving your kid.
No. And that's the thing. If your parents haven't personalized the Wi-Fi password, no way you're getting it. You're not getting that.
It's even really hard to it takes you 5 tries with them reading it off
them
one by
reading.
one.
I like when it's still on the box. They're like, oh yeah, well, it's on the box it came in. Oh, hold on, I need different readers. Oh, here we go. Yep. You're just hoping that it's saved from last time.
For show.
Faux show.
All right, we got some good news.
Good news.
Yeah, love sharing some good news about different things that MCC has been up to. So a few months ago, we mentioned that MCC has a small group of knitters. So it's a group of knitters and crocheters, and they made octopi for premature babies. And we got a thank you note from one of the nurses. So here's a picture of the nurse with the the octopi that our crew crochets and puts together. And the note says, they are being well loved and have received so many thanks and compliments. Without your help and generosity, we wouldn't be able to help calm our babies. We couldn't do what we do without the help and generosity of amazing, selfless people like you, from all of us at the Elliott NICU. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool.
Yeah, well done, knitters
that
and
is so cool.
crocheters.
I love that.
Love that. Those things are adorable.
And it's just such a practical way to serve the kingdom. I
Do
love it.
something you enjoy
Yeah.
and be a blessing to people.
That's awesome.
They do look soothing.
They do.
I feel like
yeah.
I might nap better if I had one of those.
If I was laying down and I just had the octopus tentacles, it'd be so fun.
I think I might want one of those, like a crocheted wiener dog.
Yes.
I think that would look really good on the,
Yes, a
on the
crocheted
This Is
wiener
the
dog.
Day desk.
Okay.
It'd make me happy.
Yes.
I'm fishing right now.
You're fishing right
I'm
now?
totally fishing right now. I think I would really love one of those. That'd be pretty fantastic. Well, speaking of news, you know what that is.
I see it.
Wait, hey, it's a union leader. Are you,
I'm gonna take some of the.
what? Well, we went halfsies?
We have these on the union leader. We've never done that. Let's do it.
Okay, well, I got the front page.
Yeah. Well, we got to start with the front page.
So I'll go first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I took a gander.
Okay.
I think you may have got the better section.
Well, it says your health.
There's some good stuff in there.
Yes.
I did take a little gander at this. FYI, just so you know, right off the whole top half of the front page of the Union Leaders, Mark Hayward.
Mark Hayward,
No surprise.
Godfather of my children.
Doubling up on the articles there. But then in the lower half of the front page here, something from Pittsfield, New Hampshire. It says, community embraces couple after third fire. So I was like, third fire? Like, what's this all about? It's got a picture of Chuck and Cindy.
Okay.
So I took a little gander at this, and I was struck. The second paragraph's like, says their pastor and his wife took them into their home. So
Cool.
get this, all right? It's the third time this couple's lives have been upended by fire. In 1995, a fire destroyed their house and Chuck's woodworking shop. 2 years after that, lightning struck the rebuilt shop and started a fire. And then on November 2nd, disaster struck again. Okay, so 3 times. And they lost their home and their car and their personal belongings, including Bibles and family photographs and journals.
Man.
I know. So I was like, oh, man. And I kept reading, and it says, but they have kept their devout faith through it all.
That's
The
cool.
faith. And this is what Cindy says. Cindy says, it's just stuff, and we'll just go on. It's just stuff.
This stuff.
It's just stuff. It's a house and a car.
Okay.
Your photos,
Yeah.
they lost it all. And then she says, one of her favorite scriptures is Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose.
That's
And she says,
awesome.
I believe there's always a reason. And Cindy and Chuck have been married for 56 years.
That's awesome.
You know what? Like, Lord, we lift up Cindy and Chuck and we thank you for them and this testimony on the front page of New Hampshire's paper. Like,
Yeah.
Lord, thank you for that. And
Wow.
yeah, faith.
Faith.
Yeah, their faith is not in their stuff. And their faith is not in that. Clearly, this is the third time fire's hit.
Yeah.
You know, that there's not going to be hardship and trouble in this world. But their faith is steady and secure and firm.
Yep.
Love that.
Don't put your treasure where moth and rust or fires will destroy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to hear the small prayer?
Absolutely.
Also, front page, Union Leader, bottom right corner. It says, Lord, the maintenance and repair of our lives can be accomplished through your great love. Amen.
Okay.
The maintenance and repair. Amen to that.
That's good.
I think only through him. Trying to see if there is anything else. There seemed like there was one other thing I wanted to highlight.
Interesting thought right there, Bo,
Yep.
of like, not only does he repair us, but he's in charge of maintenance,
Yeah.
you know? Just like
Oh, I know, right?
these regular things that we need to take care of.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a thought I thought about for a long time. Like, you know, if God saves us, like, I think sometimes we think, oh yeah, God saves us, but then I got to maintain my salvation.
Right.
No, he does that.
Yeah,
too.
he's got that too.
That's still his work. and let God do his thing and
Yeah.
trust him and have faith in that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Man.
Opinion leader.
Look at that.
That's my section.
Okay.
What do you got
Well, in the Your Health
over there,
section,
young reader?
I peruse in the news. Still some sports going on, and it looks like the Bedford volleyball, the Division I volleyball team won the title.
They only dropped one set all year.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Pretty cool.
Okay, that's cool.
State champs.
State champs, right here in Bedford.
Patriots still stink. But they won last night
Okay.
against a worse team, Jets.
Right here, Bo, in the Almanac, today is obviously Tuesday, November 10th, but there are only 51 days left in the year.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
51 days
51 days.
of 2020.
Let's get after them.
Okay.
Let's get after them. Not
get
much has happened this year.
Not much has happened.
It's time to make some memories. Not much time left. Let's go, 2020. What do you got?
Yes. And there's another article that I felt like needed
Okay.
to be addressed in the Family Circus.
Oh, that's not an article.
Oh gosh, is Steven? Steven? What is it?
Goes by Stevie.
Stevie. Stevie's here and he's in his room. He's got, you talk about stuff, man. He's got like a ukulele, guitar, baseball bat, football, skateboard, bowling pins. And he's there, he's standing among all his stuff. He says, "When you told me to clean my room, I didn't know you meant today. When you told me to clean my room, I didn't know you meant today." And the thing that I want to address with this is clarity.
Okay.
I want us to remember we need to be clear. And sometimes this can come off as condescending, but I think we all need to slow down a little bit in our speech. We probably need to fill out our words. I know we're in a habit right now of, no prob and, everything's going to be sish, and it's like, I don't know what that means, but we're even saying things we don't even know what we mean. Like, we need to be clear here. Mom or Dad did not dictate when the room needed to be cleaned and at what level at which it needed to be cleaned. If Stevie's anything like me, I was famous, Bo, for stuffing all of my belongings under my bed and in my closet. I would throw the covers over the bed, room's clean. Room's clean. You did not specify that it actually needed to be put back in its proper place. Floor is to be seen, bed's made. We're good. That was not the case. Mom wanted the room to actually be clean. Vacuumed, everything in its place, all that.
Yeah.
I just don't think things are very clear here, and I want some more clarity at the circus home.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Well, there's one who has donned a supervisor
Oh, okay.
before.
Yeah.
I would say that I think clear expectations are important. Deadlines.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just like this needs to be done by this time
That's right.
on this day.
Yep.
And, I think there is a part of maturity that you kind of understand the expectations
Yep.
and you deliver on those, but
Yep.
not everybody has those.
And the thing is, Bo, and I've never said this before, but if you're struggling with a deadline, throw us a lifeline. We'll help you. I think I could catch on. Maybe not.
Sorry. As a supervisor, I went, yeah, it's called a paycheck. Let's
called-
go.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
there it
there's
is.
your lifeline.
There's
All
your
right,
lifeline.
so
Oh, yeah, there it is.
let's deliver on those deadlines. Sorry.
No, the Full House San Francisco home
Yeah.
sells for $5.3 million.
The actual house.
The actual house. The actual home. And they've done renovations inside to make it look like
The house.
the house.
Like the set.
Yeah. Man,
How much? 5.3 million?
5.3
San
million.
Francisco?
I feel like that's pretty standard for probably that area.
I think they're like that park right in front
Yeah,
of it, too.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy expensive area.
Yep. And also, they had back filmed some of the Jeopardy. And so Trebek gives fans a Christmas present. His final Jeopardy episode will air on Christmas.
Oh, it will?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe it's on Christmas. Yeah. Will air through December 25th. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Cool.
okay.
All right.
What is awesome?
Well done.
Yeah.
I want to do a little everyday with Jesus.
I would love to.
All right, every day. Our
Every day.
daily devotion in 140 characters or less. Today's thought says, a conceited Christian has lost their way. Any notion of, I'm better than you, can't come from God. Remember who you were apart from Christ. And then in Galatians 5:26, the verse says, let us not become conceited, provoking and envying each other. So good. Anytime that happens, we become conceited, we've lost our way. Any notion of I'm better than you, or you know, this relative holiness or goodness or comparing ourselves to others. That's all.
Yep.
We lost it.
Do nothing out of selfish ambition or in vain conceit, but in humility, consider others better than yourselves.
That's right.
That's it. And that's the attitude that we should have as that of Christ Jesus. Yep. So
For sure.
who are we to be better than that, right?
Well,
We're not.
we've lost our way. Because Jesus is the way. And if we step out of that and start, you know, being conceited or, yeah, and I love that, provoking and envying one another. Like sometimes I really think we're pushing people away from Jesus as opposed to drawing them into his grace and his mercy and love.
Yeah. You know, I think sometimes it's like we should approach each other and go, exactly what are you envying? Because I've got some pretty crippling psoriasis right now. My skin's itchy. Is that what you're envying? Or, you know, like maybe give some more of the human to it so that it's like you've also got your human things that are happening. Why are we here envying each other? You are envying a projection that you're seeing of me. You're not seeing what's really going on. Let's truly talk and see one another.
Yeah.
We might actually get somewhere. Yeah.
Be a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, want to do a little Trivial Pursuit?
Definitely.
All right.
You know who wants to do Trivial Pursuit is this huge fly that's on the desk
Are
right
you
now.
going to?
I don't know. He's been hanging out. He's probably going to fly when I get this.
All right, so we have the 1981 edition of the classic board game Trivial Pursuit and the 40th anniversary edition. Old cards, new cards, 6 questions on a card. Dealer's choice. Looks like you're going old.
I'm going old.
So these are old cards. We want you to play along, make a guess. I'm going to guess at all 6. If you get all 6 right, we'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. So we've got Pop Rocks in that fun. We ran out of Fun Dip, but we filled the box with Pop Rocks packages. I've not tasted them. I've heard they're delicious.
Today.
I'm hoping today's the day.
Today's the day.
I can enjoy some Pop Rocks.
Okay. This is blue.
Blue, geography.
Okay. What's the official language of Austria?
Austria.
The official language of Austria.
The official language of Austria, my guess, German.
German is correct.
Let's go.
Correct. Okay. Pink.
Pink is entertainment.
Okay. Who? That sounded weird. Who played Gene Krupa in the Gene Krupa story?
Who played Gene Krupa?
In the Gene Krupa story. Do you need Krupa spelled?
Nah.
Okay.
No, because I'm going to go ahead and say Gene Krupa. Not correct.
Not correct.
Gene Hackman. Gene Krupa. I have no idea.
They're looking for Sal Mineo.
Oh, Sal Mineo. That's
Mineo.
right. No clue.
No idea.
Sal Mineo.
What? That is a hard question.
Yep.
Yellow.
Yellow history.
Okay. What was the name of Christopher Columbus's flagship?
The flagship.
The flagship.
Is the Nina? Pinta? Santa Maria?
You got it.
Santa Maria?
Santa Maria is it. Yes.
I knew the 3 ships. I didn't know which one was the
I
flagship.
know. How do you know? Okay, the Santa Maria was.
Santa Maria is the
Yep.
flagship. Okay.
All right. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
What letter is used least in the English language?
Least.
The least. Letter that's used least in the English language.
Well, I feel like we're going X, Z, or Q. I'm going to say, sorry to say, the Q never makes it in the middle of a word. It only starts words. But you got squirrel. There's a great cue.
That is a good cue.
Squirrel.
That's a good use of cue.
That's a great use of cue.
Squire.
Squire, yeah, okay.
Squabble.
I will say, then you got the double Z's. Like jazzy.
Buzz.
You got a lot of compound words with X.
That's true. Axe. Ox. Oh, I mean, I was.
Those
that's
are
not
just
a
two-letter words.
Yeah, that's not a compound word.
I'm taking way too long here. I will say the letter Z.
Q.
Q.
Q. Oh man.
Quit.
Quit. That was a great question. Green.
Green is science and leisure, or science and nature. I don't even know anymore.
How many engines does a Boeing 737 have?
Oh, the 737.
How many engines?
It boasts 6.
They're looking for 2.
2.
2.
2.
I don't
That's
know.
way off.
2.
Okay.
Okay. And orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
Okay. What would you add to the clay mixture to produce bone china? What would you add to the clay mixture to produce bone china?
No clue. So my guess is ivory.
They're looking for powdered bone.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Bone.
Bone.
Okay.
For bone china.
Okay.
Is ivory? Ivory's it's not a bone, is
It's
it?
not a bone, no.
Okay. What is that material called?
Ivory?
Okay, ivory. Maybe so. Yep. But it's the same as like our teeth, right? No?
I don't know.
Okay.
Really don't.
Fair enough.
I
Wow, what a hard card.
That was not, I did not do well, but maybe you did. If you got all 6 right, let us know. We'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks. And maybe even a nasty note.
Even a nasty nose.
I'm a little bitter.
Okay.
I'm a little bitter. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Getting desperate over here.
Man, I thought going old. I originally went for the new, and I was like, oh, there's always a curveball in those news.
I know.
That's like it's too new of information. It's like, yeah, I don't know Katy Perry's entire catalog. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
You know. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. All right,
Bo.
want to do a little,
Yeah, it's time for some sermon remix.
go.
And I think about your life and my life as you go to work and we're called to give to Jesus Christ shamelessly. And sometimes we worry about the crowds, what they might be saying, about how we might be spending our finances, or what we might be giving to, or how we might be laying down our lives. I think about when you go to school and your classmates and your friends, they see that you're different, and they see that there's something that you are giving up shamelessly for Jesus, and you're like worried about what the critics might say. And then I realize that there's, on the other side, we might be the critics. That we might sometimes observe people giving everything that they are for the glory of God, and we might say, why this waste? And so I started thinking about like what's going on in the heart of a critic, and sometimes I think what critics sometimes do is they can mistake worship for waste. She's bringing a lot of wealth. There's other accounts of this story, and perhaps if they fall in line as the same story, what it says is that the jar that she is carrying is a year's worth of wages. And what can happen is and she's coming with everything that she has to bring it in worship to God. And they're like, that's a large amount. Why would you do this waste? And they miss that what she is doing is worshiping.
At some point, it's like, am I able to even articulate what I think is valuable? Like, how can I be the critic of what is worship and what is waste, right? Like, and definitely in someone else's life, if I'm to look at them and judge, like, oh, it seems like you're just kind of wasting that money, versus like, no, when you're utilizing that for God and an act of worship, who am I to criticize what that looks like?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a clear indication that money is a god
Yeah.
for us when really like the evidence. The only time we care about something or the evidence to like care. Well, now I care is because it costs this much. Like, you know, there could be all these things that are going on in our world, and we're like, yeah, whatever. And then it's like, but it costs this much. What?
Whoa,
Then the outrage, you know, comes in. What? It cost what? Well, now I'm outraged. I mean, didn't care before, but then you put a price on it, and you know that's where the outrage is. Or you know, this person makes this much money, or this, you know, whatever it is, and it's like you see outrage attached to money a lot. Or even when somebody is trying to get other people outraged, they'll attach a dollar figure to it, and that's because it really is a god.
Yeah.
It's a terrible god. It's not real. It has actually no power. And you know, like in the context of that story, you know, why this waste? I mean, that's the issue was it was like this woman did this beautiful thing because she was with Jesus and in his presence. And the reaction of why this, I mean, it's a year's worth of wages. Like, what if it had been 20 years worth of wages or only a day's worth? I mean, why is that? That's the issue, is like this money. And so it really, you know, Judas was the one who spoke up, and Judas had a money issue.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, when he agrees to betray Jesus, you know, he receives money for that. And he was keeper of the money bag, and there was a money issue. And that doesn't mean that, I mean, he was overcome with grief after, I mean, you know, the thing with Judas is he had no way of knowing that Jesus would be crucified. When he handed him over, no way, like none. Like there was nothing really in there, you know, and what was going on that would have really necessarily indicated that was probably what was going to happen. That's why he was so overcome. It was just like, he was like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
And, you know, but that's how it works. Like it's such a, it gets in there, and this love of money, you know, is a root of all kinds of evil. Yeah. Money in and of itself is neither good nor bad. But the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, the scriptures say. And we can really miss out on the beauty of what God's doing and what we have the opportunity to be a part of when, you know, why this waste?
That's right. Because there's a chance that it could take us to a place where we're not able to even see what he's trying to do, you know, and see the people he's asking us to love, you know.
And it never stops.
Yeah.
It just, it never stops.
Yep.
Start thinking that way. It never stops. And so rather, I think anything that is entrusted to God and is offered to him is in no way, shape, or form wasted, but it's for his glory, and it's an investment in his kingdom. So go for it. Have fun doing it. Enjoy.
Shamelessly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So cool.
Beautiful.
All right, well, this is the day.
This is the day.
Yep. Have yourself a day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.